Back now on Most Buffalo, and March is a special month of remembrance and giving for a local childhood cancer fund. The Courage of Carly Fund is honoring founder Carly Collard Catone, who would have turned 35 years old this month. In her memory, you can donate $35 throughout the month to support childhood cancer research and programs for families at Roswell Park Comprehensive Cancer Center. Here to tell us more is Megan Crawford, Roswell's Pediatric and Young Adult Program Manager, and Chuck Collard, co-founder of the Courage of Carly Fund. Chuck, we'll start with you. We know that it started as Carly's Club. I was lucky enough to grow up around Carly and in the same community and know her story well. Can you just give a little background about who Carly was?
Yeah, well, I actually remember those years too, and it's amazing how quickly, Lauren, the years go by. But you know, shortly after Carly was diagnosed in '99, she decided to give back to others. People didn't know what to do, so they sent us money, and we talked about other organizations that were already founded. But she said, "Why don't we start our own group to help kids?" And that's how Carly's Club was formed. And we actually launched it on her 9th birthday in 2000. And she would have been 35 today, so we're just honored to be able to come here and talk about the great work that she started, but probably more importantly, how the community is gathered behind her to give back. And they've done it at such an incredible level that we've improved survival rates, we've improved the experience for patients and families, and just made the experience better for every family that goes through Roswell Park.
And it is amazing that pretty much any family with a child that goes through Roswell Park is still touched by Carly and her memory to this day.
Yeah, absolutely.
How does that make the family feel?
Well, Carly was the type of person that she always wanted the attention off of her, and she'd put it on somebody else. Even when we were in hospital, you know, we have a very large family, people were there, they brought gifts. She would be going to other rooms with maybe patients that didn't have family members there or didn't have gifts, and she'd be giving it away. So we're not surprised that it was her idea to do it. We're just completely overwhelmed by the impact of the community over the last 25 plus years.
Yeah, to keep it going into what it is today. Again, it started as Carly's Club, now it's the Courage of Carly's Fund. And Megan, tell us about what it does today, the Courage of Carly Fund.
Yeah, so just like how it started with helping other kids going through it. So we do patient support programs. Anyone who walks through the doors of Roswell Park in our pediatric clinic will have our support, whether it's through helping them while they're in the clinic or creating family programs out in the community. You might have seen some of our pictures of our teen prom. We throw a giant holiday party, but then most importantly, we fund a lot of research. And so, you know, Carly, there weren't as many options back then. And in my 7+ years at Roswell Park, we're seeing new therapies, a lot of them being developed or fine-tuned right here in Western New York at Roswell Park. And now these kids have higher survival rates, they have less toxic treatments, and there's still so much work to be done. And so that's why this month we're encouraging everyone to donate $35 in honor of Carly so that we can continue her legacy and we can continue to help our kids in Western New York.
And it's the only fund in Western New York that is contributing to childhood, this childhood cancer research that you've discussed. What's it like to see some of these breakthroughs happen at Roswell?
Well, it's super exciting. You know, when patients and families have options, as Megan indicated, when Carly was diagnosed, there were some treatment and types of things that weren't offered here. So we ended up going to another hospital for a stem cell transplant. She was part of an experimental drug trial. That was actually out in Boston, Massachusetts, where we lived as a family for a little over 4 months. And now all of that is here in Western New York. So not just for the patients and families here in the region, but also to become almost a destination center for people outside of the area looking for best-in-class care. And they can get it here at Roswell.
Again, Carly would have turned 35 as we speak today, and a way that the community can honor her is by donating $35 to her fund. What's the website one more time, Megan?
So it's going to be courageofcarlyfund.org, or you can just even see the Courage of Carly Facebook page. We've got a Facebook fundraiser up, so it's really easy to get involved, get engaged, and help support Carly's legacy and all of our kids in Western New York.
And Chuck, I'm sure something you think about all the time, but she would have been so proud and amazed to see what it's grown into, right?
100%. Yeah. And it's her, you know, the family, but her friends who still remain connected with the fund and still reach out on her birthday. I've got a number of texts today that people have reached out. So just grateful to live in Western New York. It's incredible, truly the city of good neighbors, and we're just blessed to live here.
Thank you both for being here. Happy birthday, Carly.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.